The Brazil mining major, VALE, which is listed in New York, Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Hong Kong, will be out with its Q2 report later. Analysts are expecting a profit figure just under $3 billion, down about a quarter from the previous quarter. The biggest drag, a weaker real and a slowing Chinese environment. Brandt, VP Metals and Mining at HSBC Securities USA agent, is live from New York on what is a late night appointment with us here. John, welcome to the program. So I guess what's happening to VALE is pretty much what's happening to every mining company around the world. You can't count on China for your golden eggs all the time.
Well, I mean, what we're seeing, Bernie, is really a risk off. I mean, China is slowing, no doubt. But we think that when we're getting a little bit more optimistic, we think a lot of the stimulus measures that we've seen introduced by the Chinese governments over the past quarter or two, those will likely start paying off. We're likely to see economic data coming out of China that's a little bit better than what we've seen. We think we've seen the trough in terms of GDP growth, and going forward, like I said, we're a little bit more optimistic that brighter days are ahead.
Do you think that VALE is, obviously they compete against a lot of the Australian majors. Do they have any kind of a linchpin, John? Do they have any kind of an upper hand when it comes to any segment of the market?
Well, VALE does. I mean, generally they have, they're known for the best quality iron ore. It's mid 60% Fe content, which is very good. Where they're lacking a little bit is on the transportation. It costs them maybe about $10 more to ship it to China than it does the Australians. They're trying to offset that, setting up distribution hubs in Southeast Asia. So they're trying to mitigate, I guess, some of their competitive disadvantages, for lack of a better term.
They have a new navy, I understand, at VALE, a super ship, which can hold, I guess, more iron ore than anything else ever known to man. Do you think that'll give them will it help them competitively in getting the product from A to B?
It will. I mean, what they're coming up against now is being able to berth in the Chinese docks. There's been a little bit of pushback from the Chinese shipping industry to allow that. If they can get their shipping strategy right, that will save them on the transportation costs. And again, it will mitigate some of their disadvantages being so far away from the end customer. The key is to be allowed to berth in the Chinese docks.
Okay, that's going to be a big boat, so drive carefully. Finally, John, before I let you go, right ahead of the results, the CFO quit, Tito Martins, and what is this? Does this tell us that there's discord in the C-level suites of the company, or was this a single issue, a job-related issue related to one person?
I think it's related to one person. We've seen some management reshuffling at the end of last year in November. I think Tito Martins leaving is certainly a slight negative for the company. I think he was very well respected by investors and by the street. But ultimately, I think they have very good management they'll be able to step in and do a good job in regaining a lot of the credibility that they're looking for. And certainly the depth of management is very, very good at a company like VALE.
John, great talking to you. Sorry to keep you late, but do appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Bernie. My pleasure. Take care.
All right. We understand that Toyota is going to be